As you guys have probably heard by now, Destiny put out a tweet yesterday saying that all standard armor mods are going to be unlocked for everybody today. So keep an eye out for that at reset. They announced that there are big changes coming to buildcrafting in Lightfall, which is an interesting topic all in and of itself. But today I'm going to show you guys how to turn a dim link into something that you can use with your own armor, how to customize it to you using dim. And we're going to use this thread right here. Dim actually retweeted Destiny and they said, link your favorite builds here so everyone can try them out. So we're going to go through this list and we're going to pick one at random and we're going to try one out. And I'm going to show you guys how to customize this to your own account now that we have all the mods. Of course, any of my previous build videos always have a dim link in them, so if you want to use one of mine, feel free to do so. But for this example, I'm actually going to choose this Solar Boom Titan loadout right here, this Titan build from DJ Ballsy. So let's go ahead and click on this. The first thing when you click on a link, it's going to open up this screen. It's going to ask you to open it in regular dim, or if you want to open it in dim beta. I would highly recommend opening it in beta because there's features here that we need to use in order to make our lives a lot easier. So we're going to click dim beta, let it load up and pop up. Now in this link, he decided not to put all of his other armor in here. He just kind of set it up like this, which is completely fine. If it has other armor in here, that's also completely fine. However it looks in here, it doesn't really matter too much. Obviously, we don't really care about anything like this. Now you can go in here and you can start to kind of remove stuff that you don't want to have on your loadout, but it doesn't really matter. All we need to do is optimize the armor. Also, another quick tip, if the content creator or whoever you're getting the link from has fashion in here, you can also go to choose fashion and clear fashion, save that, and then now that fashion will be saved. But the first thing we're going to do when we get this build is go to optimize armor. So you go to optimize armor. Now it's going to pull in all of your armor and the exotic that that person chose for their build. Hopefully from that person or the YouTube video or whatever the case may be, you got some inkling on what type of stats you want to go for. Now for general, for Titan, I want to go for max resilience. So we always want to have 10 resilience here. And I like to go for 10 discipline as well, just because I like to play with abilities on Titan. And then we might want to do something like a high strength or a little bit more recovery. However you want to do it, it's up to you. But once you go too high here, it's going to get rid of all of your armor options. And then it's going to say allow dim to automatically include additional stat mods. There's also a toggle right here, add required stat mods. We want to toggle that, okay? This is going to allow dim, this is only in the beta version for now, I'm pretty sure. It's going to allow dim to add stat mods onto your build. So it's also going to ask you to remove the stat mods that were already previously in that person's loadout. Obviously, all of our armor is not the same as someone else's, so we need to make sure we remove those stat mods and allow dim to put their own stat mods on. So we can start removing stat mods and then you'll see it's going to put in your armor. So you can go in here and remove them. You can remove them when they come up and tell you they need to remove them. But basically, as I'm removing these stat mods, only the stat mods, only the ones that add +5 or +10. You can also go into select mods and do it that way as well, so you can see them a little bit easier, but that's going to give you a lot more armor to work with. And we can see that we can reach actually 10 resil, 10 discipline, and 8 strength, which is pretty close to triple hundreds. That's going to give us a lot of our abilities to be able to proc this Path of Burning Steps, which says solar kills. So that's looking pretty good. And now we're going to go down here. You can also either lock the element. So if you don't want to change element, or if you don't care, or if you want it to lock other loadouts. So if you have other loadouts in dim already, so that's going to look like this. So if you already have other loadouts and you want dim to lock the element of that armor so that you don't change it by accident and then all of a sudden you can't just click a dim link very easily, make sure you click that other loadouts. And then if you want to assume masterwork or not, it's up to you depending on the amount of materials that you have. So that's how to get your armor kind of into the fold, and dim will do all the heavy lifting for you in terms of your stat mods up here. It'll show you how many tiers you can get to right here, which is nice. And also down here from your dim link is going to fill in your subclass. So it's going to have all your subclass stuff that dim link, that person that did the original build wants you to do in terms of your aspects and fragments and all that good stuff. I got my Titan here on the screen. So we've got our dim right here. All we're going to do is click this equip, and then you're going to see it pop over to the game. So let me go ahead and do that. So it's equipping everything for me. I'm not touching it. We didn't save any of the fashion, and in fact, they didn't have a ton of the fashion, so it's going to look a little funky. However, it's adding all my subclass stuff. It's putting all of our aspects and fragments. You can see it working there, and then it's going to go in and it's going to actually change all of our armor and our mods up and everything. And we can see over here on dim that it's doing all of our mods. We can see that it's successfully put all of our mods. If any of these are red, you could always go and do them manually. It shows each piece and where the mods are. However, it'll say currently equipped. It shows you all the stuff that it placed there. And then once you're happy in game with your full loadout, we've got all the mods here that were part of that dim link. Once you're satisfied with all of your armor, how it looks, all that good stuff, make sure you add in all that fashion, because it's going to save that into your loadout. Make sure your weapons and everything are how you want it. Once that's good, then you're going to go to save loadout here on the loadouts tab of dim. You're going to exit out of anything that you don't think is necessary to the build. So like general, obviously we don't need like emblem, ghost, shader, ship. Maybe you do want some if you have like a specific ghost for crucible or something like that. But this is going to save all of our armor, all of our mods, all that good stuff. You're going to name this whatever you want to name it, and then you're going to save it just like that. And so now that's there for you if you want to apply that, equip that, or you can even go in and optimize your armor even more. Say you get some new armor, and that is how you take a dim link from a link all the way into using your own armor. I hope that helps you guys out. If it did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.